Greetings fam! If you're thinking of building a solid off-grid power setup, outfitting an RV or boat, or creating a home energy or solar backup system, this 12V 300Ah LiFePO4 battery might be exactly the kind of power core you need. I spent time sifting through technical specs, user reports, and lithium battery analyses to give you a straight-up, no-fluff breakdown. If this feels like your vibe, hit the link in bio to check it out. First things first, the capacity and energy potential are massive. At 300 Ah and nominal 12 volts, this battery offers plenty of storage, often around 3.6 to 4.0 kWh usable energy depending on discharge depth and load. That kind of capacity can power lights, small appliances, a fridge, fans, or other moderate loads for hours or even days, depending on your total load, which makes it a great backbone for solar systems, off-grid cabins, backup power, or long RV trips. One of the biggest strengths of LiFePO4 tech, and why this battery stands out, is longevity and deep cycle tolerance. Unlike traditional lead-acid batteries that usually wear out after several hundred cycles, a good LiFePO4 battery can deliver thousands of cycles. Many say 3,000 to 5,000 cycles, sometimes more, with minimal capacity loss. That means over a decade, if used moderately, you're unlikely to need a full replacement, a big plus if you want stable, long-term energy storage. Efficiency and power delivery are also strong points. LiFePO4 batteries tend to have high round-trip efficiency, approximately equals 95 to 98%, meaning you lose very little energy when charging and discharging compared to older chemistries like lead-acid. The voltage output remains stable across much of the discharge curve, which helps devices, inverters, fridges, electronics, get consistent power without sudden dips or brownouts. Also worth highlighting, compared to bulkier, heavier lead-acid batteries of similar capacity, LiFePO4 packs tend to be lighter and more compact, making installation easier, whether in a solar cabinet, RV bay, or home utility closet. And since LiFePO4 doesn't require maintenance like watering, equalizing, or ventilation, it's relatively hassle-free once set up. The built-in BMS, battery management system, which many of these 300Ah units include, adds a layer of protection: overcharge prevention, over-discharge cutoffs, short-circuit protection, and cell balancing. That's especially helpful in solar or off-grid setups where charge-discharge conditions can fluctuate. But I'm keeping it real, this kind of battery isn't perfect for all situations. First, initial cost tends to be high compared to lead-acid or smaller lithium packs. If you're on a tight budget and only need light power use, the upfront investment may feel steep. Also, temperature sensitivity can be a factor. LiFePO4 batteries generally perform best in moderate climates, and charging in below-freezing conditions can reduce lifespan or cause damage if the battery lacks a temperature-controlled BMS heating feature. If you're in a very cold area, or expect to use the battery in harsh winters, you may need temperature mitigation or to store the battery in a climate-controlled space. Another consideration: while 300Ah gives solid capacity for many uses, if you plan to run heavy appliances, high wattage loads, or long-duration power draws, like large inverters, AC units, power tools, you might need multiple batteries or a larger battery bank for sustainable, long-term use. So, is the HumsiENK 12V 300Ah LiFePO4 battery worth buying? I'd say yes, especially if you want a heavy-duty, long-lasting, high-capacity power storage for solar, off-grid, RV, marine, or backup applications, and you value efficiency, reliability, and low maintenance over initial cost. It gives you big energy headroom, safety and longevity advantages over traditional batteries, and flexibility for many setups.